Well, guys, I had a planned editorial on shipping, but oh, we're about to have another little Bugsy editorial, and it's about to be a little bit more angrier than usual. So, buckle in. So many people are loving the fact that Sans is in Smash. Yes, as a costume, but it's something. I was looking at this my dear friend Sky, or as he wants to be called now, Skyward, for weird reasons. So many weird. He's one of my buddies, so I don't like try to really just hate him for that. But literally, he showed me this thing. He's like, "This chick's talking about Undertale." All I gotta say is like, for everybody who is like negatively being a dick about this, it's a costume. People are enjoying the fact that Sans in the game at all, even if he just is a costume. You guys can go. You guys don't fucking get it. Why trip out on like the smallest thing? The Undertale fan base can be toxic, but do you know not every fan base is goddamn toxic? Even even a little bit of the Neptunia fandom, a little bit. Well, mostly on the Amino side of things, because those people act like fucking true fucking gatekeepers half the time. Like, seriously, I've seen so many strict. It's not just Undertale. Like, there's a lot of fandoms that are toxic, but there's good to these fandoms. But rather than people actually trying to experience Undertale for themselves, oh, I've seen the game and it sucks. How about you actually try it? How about instead of letting the fans dictate how you fucking feel, how about you actually sit down and play some Undertale? Fuck the toxic fans. Why are toxic fans such a goddamn issue for all of you? It's like the determining factor of fucking Undertale. Like, oh, Undertale, I don't care about Undertale because of the toxic fans. I'm like, I get it, it's your opinion, but like, shit, man, you're missing out on a game just because of a bunch of toxic fans are either did some shit in the past. Like, the Undertale fans are kind of dying down a little bit. Some of them are maturing and being a lot more respectful, but when I see a bunch of fucking idiots acting like jackasses because Sans is in the game as a costume, and like people like Undertale, okay? Not everybody who likes Undertale is a goddamn toxic mess. Some of us are actually enjoy some of us are actually decent folk. Like, Jesus. It's like how certain people like bash on Homestuck but haven't read a goddamn part of that. I get it. It's weird. Not a lot of people get into it, but like, Undertale is very simple. Because its message is very simple. Instead of always trying to fight, instead of always trying to beat people down, try a little compassion. That's what it's trying to tell you. But it doesn't punish you for being. It doesn't directly punish you for being, a genocidal dickbag either until like the very end. Because if you try to fix it, boom, you can't really fix it. You went genocidal and nothing can fix that. But it's just, to me, I just feel like this whole hate on Undertale is so fucking dumb. Instead of just trying the game out, and don't give me that shit. Oh, Bugsy, you're whining. No, motherfucker. This ain't whining. This is me literally getting mad at these idiots for hating on something that shouldn't even bug them. So says in the game, people are happy. What is the deal? What is the problem? If they're not directly affecting you, what is the problem? So what if you see a bunch of people happy that Sam's in the game? Who the fuck cares? You shouldn't care, but it's like for some of you, it's like the most biggest thing in the world. It's like the biggest problem in the world. And for some reason, that irks me. It irks me that people are having a good ass time. They're having a good ass time, and you have to ruin it. You have to fucking be this vacuum of negativity. And and for a guy who, more often than not, is negative like a good 30% of his life, that's saying something. Like, I get it. You don't want to play Undertale. Fine. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's the best game in the world, but I'm just saying, if you're letting fans dictate how you feel about something, like, dude, that's not you trying to make your own choice. That's just you being pushed away because a bunch of fans are telling you, "Nah, I should play this game." Like, seriously, it's not like It's not like anybody's pressuring you to play it either. Like YouTube, like with YouTubers not liking Undertale, sometimes I can understand because sometimes the fan base will pressure them. But who's fucking pressuring you all? Nah, you just don't like it because it's popular. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. None of y'all like it because it's fucking popular and you think it's shit. But basically, it has a fan base that can be passionate, but can be a little bit toxic. But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with fans being a little bit passionate. And there's nothing wrong with fans drawing porn of various characters. Like, who the fuck cares? And and to my argument, I would like to say this. If people are happy about Sans, who the fuck cares? How about instead of you guys being so pissy about the whole fucking exchange, how about you do me a little favor? And if it bugs you so much, don't look at them. Don't look at the people who are happy. Admire in your own fucking anger that everybody's happy right now and you can't be. Because if people are just being happy that Sans is in Smash and it's not bugging you and they're not doing anything to you and you're just angry for no reason, yeah, you got some problems. Like the people who are happy that Sans in the game, they're happy. They're enjoying themselves. They're jumping up and down. They're having a good time. But no one's bugging anybody. No one's like, you gotta play Undertale. You gotta play Undertale. Undertale has a fan base, okay? Deal with it. Undertale has toxic fans. So, but I've seen the more loving side of the Undertale fandom. Like I've seen the more loving side of the Steven Universe fandom, and the more loving side of the Homestuck fandom, and the more loving side of the Sonic fandom. Because every fandom, people, if I have to say this, because I've said this multiple times, every fandom has a little bit of a toxic side. It's the rule of the fucking internet. Deal with that shit. God dang, not every fucking Sonic fan is like Christian. Not every Undertale fan is trying to tell you to play only the pacifist route. Not every Homestuck fan is dressing up and throwing buckets at people. But since you heard all those things, that means the fandom is still like that, right? Because there's nothing else confirmed or anything. But you probably think of me like, oh well, you're just a fan of a bad toxic. You're a fan of these franchises that have toxic fandoms. Yeah, but at least I'm able to look at the good while the rest of you sit down, and fucking go on Twitter and go, why is everybody happy? Why is everybody happy and not fucking miserable like me? And people are not even bugging me. I'm just freaking or I want to be a troll and get them all mad because I have nothing else to do. To me, this is why sometimes I do hate Twitter sometimes. And I hate certain people who want to just be trolls for the sake of it. And not for like fun reasons. Like I want to see someone's reaction. I want to piss them off a little bit. Nah, it's just people being stupid nowadays. Like, there's no real art in trolling anymore. It's just a bunch of idiots. It's just a bunch of idiots trying to think who's louder, and a bunch of other people that just and and for the people who just hate just for the sake of hating, they just want to be like, well, you guys are having fun, and because you guys are having fun and I don't get it or I don't want to understand it, it automatically sucks to me. I don't care if the fandom's toxic. If there's a good side to it, like there's a good side to mostly every other fandom, who cares? I barely even talk about the toxic Sonic fans. It's only when they actually get kind of stupid and because you guys want to know toxic. You guys want to know fucking toxic. Okay, you want to know toxic Sonic fans? How about this? Be me. Fucking enjoying the fact that Sonic Generations is coming out on DeviantArt. Enjoying the awesome fan art that people make, not the fetish stuff. There's actual legitimate fan art on this. Then just to find one person bitching about Sonic having fucking green eyes compared to freaking classic Sonic and say that classic Sonic sucks because he isn't part of their specifications, and have all of these Sonic fans literally say that they're not going to get Sonic Generations because classic Sonic isn't to their specifications. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. Be a part of the Homestuck fandom and constantly be reminded of when stupid cosplayers fucking pelted a person with a bucket. And people that don't even read Homestuck hold this over your head, even if you weren't even a part of the whole thing. But they think you're less of a person because you like Homestuck, because God forbid you actually like something on the internet. God forbid you actually enjoy something. And that's like a looming fucking thread. I'm not trying to get you to play to play freaking Undertale either. And all the shit that the toxic side of the Undertale fandom does, I get you. I understand. But harping on them, harping on Undertale, and holding a grudge that probably has nothing to do with you is fucking stupid. I get it. Play the game because you don't want to, but don't use the fact that they have a toxic fan base. That because that just proves to me that you would let you would let the fucking these toxic fans dictate how you fucking think. It's kind of how I feel about like fucking fucking reviewers who are dealing with shit in their personal lives, but then they want to try and fucking review something, but then they're needlessly negative because of the shit that's happening on in their own personal lives, so they give the thing a bad review, and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? There's nothing wrong with this. And the person is so mad, it's so stubborn, they don't want to budge. They don't want to admit that you might have a point, that you might be right, that you might actually have something. It's the same. It's like It's like, who cares if the Undertale fandom is toxic? Who cares if various characters have porn in them? You're limiting yourself because you say that, oh my god, I'm not even gonna try it because blah blah blah. How about you actually try to experience something and not let every motherfucker tell you not to play it, or have every fucking toxic fan be your deciding factor? How about you actually how about you actually use your mind, use that free will you got, and try to play it and see how you actually feel, instead of letting toxic fans dictate how you feel. Because you know something, even though Homestuck is toxic, even though Undertale is toxic, even though Homestuck and Undertale have toxic fan bases, you know, and don't give me the, but well, what if you're toxic? I call out toxic fan. I call out toxic fans, motherfucker. This is called the Big Three Box Network. It's all. And you know what I'm. You know what I used to. You know what I used to call myself before kind of switching to the fan, calling myself the Fan Knight, the Fan Brat Basher. I still kind of call myself that when I'm doing videos like this, but it's more of an editorial, and I'm not really raging as hard as I would, because this is nothing. It just irks me because, like, Sans is a fucking costume, right? My take is, why do you all care? Why do you all care to the point where you're just shitting on everybody's good time because you feel the need to? Oh my god, like, seriously, you're letting these fans dictate how you're thinking. How about you, instead, if you see something you don't like, keep scrolling. Jesus, I know it's everywhere, but you can avoid it. You can actually get off the computer and do something else with your time. You can go to another website. You can read a book. You can freaking go outside. You can do anything you want. But again, but again, being all pissy because something's popular, or being all pissy that everybody's talking about it and you just don't get why everybody's excited. Seriously, my seriously, my faith in humanity has, like, almost kind of waned a little bit. But with you guys, it's more like we are devolving as a species. Really, I mean that. I'm gonna go because literally, I know this video is gonna fall on deaf ears, and I don't expect anybody to listen. This is just me venting. I'm just gonna put it out there. Have you guys listened to this? And if this didn't help, if this didn't help in any way, well, okay, I was just barking in the dark then. But you shouldn't shit. But look, something that something like my grandma always said: if you don't have anything, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Or in this kind of case, just don't shit on everybody's fun, because literally, what, like, if they're not bugging you, what's the point of getting all angry and mad and shit? Like, seriously, what's the point? What is the actual point? What is there to gain? Tell me that shit. Tell me, what's the point of raging about Sans being in costume because people are actually enjoying themselves, and they're not and they're not really directly getting on your nerves? Explain that shit. Explain it to me if you can. Because I'm a debater, and I, as a debater, will bury you into the ground. So you better like have an actual argument set up. If anybody wants to actually throw, if anybody actually want to throw down, or if anybody actually wants to throw down with their words. Because I know I may sound goofy and uneducated sometimes, but I'm a smart motherfucker. I would say I'm genius level, but I'm smart enough. I'm gonna go. For most of you, thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing me out. For the rest of you that are just gonna dislike bomb my video because I'm actually asking you an actual question, yeah, you got problems, and you will continue to have problems because if someone's having fun and you're just shitting on their good time, you gotta ask yourself what's wrong with you. And also, why do toxic why pointing out the fan base is toxic is stopping you from at least seeing what all the buzz is about instead of just fucking complaining about it, because all you're doing really is complaining. Why is this popular and why is everybody having fun while I'm just sitting there? Like, and there are people who actually give me a legitimate answer, but the people I've ran into, they're not just giving me legitimate answers. They're just hating for the sake of hating. And that's dumb. Peace. You know why I say peace? Because literally, we could all be united. We can all try. We can all make an effort. But y'all gotta want it. That's why I try, in other videos, I try to be neutral as possible, unless I'm like super duper pissed. And I try to show that I try to show that I can be a little bit more understanding. But the fact that people are blindly hating this is just stupid. It's a Sans costume. People are having fun. I'm having fun. What the fuck is your problem? Peace.